Welcome back to the Coins channel, your home for discovering the hidden treasures that might be sitting right inside your pocket change. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting topics for collectors and treasure hunters alike, the rare and valuable Lincoln pennies that have shocked the market with their rising demand and unbelievable price tags. Many people walk past these tiny copper coins every day without knowing that some of them can be worth thousands of dollars. But today, we reveal why a simple-looking 1976 D penny can be more than just a 1-cent coin. It can be a doorway to shocking value, surprising history, and unbelievable collector demand. So sit back and enjoy this long, detailed journey through the world of rare Lincoln cents. The Lincoln penny has always been a symbol of American history and tradition. From the moment it was first released in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world. Over the decades, small changes in minting, metal content, design, and production errors have created some of the most desirable pieces in numismatic history. Many of these coins are ordinary to look at, but extraordinary when you understand their rarity and the current market demand that makes their prices skyrocket. Among these coins, one that continues to rise in interest is the 1976 D Lincoln penny. At first glance it might look like any other copper penny from the mid-1970s, but collectors know that certain variations of this coin have been selling for shocking amounts. The year 1976 was important in the United States because it marked the bicentennial, 200 years of independence. While most bicentennial designs were placed on quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins, the penny kept its traditional Lincoln design. Even so, special varieties and certain minting conditions gave some 1976 D pennies a hidden value that today's collectors are still chasing. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 1976, but not all of them were created equally. Over time, experts have discovered that certain strikes are far better than others, some dies were misaligned, and in rare situations, coins from this year show unusual details that separate them from the rest of the batch. When these rare details appear, collectors start bidding intensely, causing prices to jump dramatically. This is how a penny worth 1 cent can suddenly appear in an auction and sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on grade, rarity, and demand. The coin market is exciting because these discoveries continue to appear even today in pocket change, coin jars, and old family collections. Now let's talk about the current market. In today's collector environment, rare Lincoln pennies from special years, including the 1976 D, can reach incredible values if they show exceptional condition or unusual characteristics. A perfectly preserved 1976 D penny graded at the highest levels can reach extremely impressive prices. Some coins with top grades have even climbed into the four-figure range, depending on the buyer and the auction. The excitement of finding such a coin comes from knowing that something so small, something you might ignore in daily life, can actually be hiding serious money. Some people are shocked when they hear the unusual market figures. For example, certain rare pieces connected to these varieties have been estimated at values that go beyond normal expectations. Numbers like $787.97649 create curiosity and excitement among new collectors who cannot believe that a penny could rise to such value. This is why coin collecting continues to attract new people every day. The idea that a small coin could hold so much worth turns ordinary individuals into enthusiastic treasure hunters. The history behind these coins adds even more depth to the experience. Lincoln pennies have survived wars, economic changes, metal shortages, and design modifications. Every year tells a new chapter, and every mint mark offers a new possibility. When you hold a rare penny, you are holding a moment in time, a piece of history that survived decades. The 1976 D penny carries the memory of the bicentennial year, a moment of celebration, pride, and national unity. The craftsmanship of the Denver Mint and the copper composition of the era give the coin a classic look that collectors appreciate deeply. Collectors today search for details like sharp lettering, clean rims, original mint luster, and strong strike quality. Sometimes a subtle detail like an extra thickness in lettering or a small die crack can push a coin into a valuable category. That is why every coin should be examined carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. You never know when you might discover a hidden treasure among thousands of common coins. The modern collector market thrives on excitement, expertise, and discovery. Whether you are a beginner or a long-time enthusiast, learning about rare pennies is always rewarding. Each new coin you inspect could be a gateway to surprising profit. The 1976 D penny is a great example because even though millions were minted, only a small number possess the perfect combination of condition, rarity, and desirability that makes them valuable. This rarity is what fuels competition among collectors, pushes prices higher, and makes the hunt thrilling. Imagine finding a coin in your home that has been sitting untouched for decades. Imagine discovering that its current market value has climbed far beyond what anyone expected. This is the magic of the coin world. The stories, the surprises, and the hidden gems make collecting more than a hobby. It becomes a passion and a journey of constant discovery. Many collectors share stories of how they found valuable coins by accident, sometimes in local markets, sometimes in old jars, sometimes in inherited collections. These stories inspire new collectors every day. As the market continues to evolve, Lincoln pennies from specific years, including 1976 D, maintain strong interest. High-grade examples, rare die varieties, and coins with perfect preservation remain top targets for serious collectors. If you want to increase your chances of spotting a valuable piece, always check for mint marks, examine the strike, and compare your coins with known varieties. With patience and attention, anyone can discover something extraordinary. Today's coin market values authenticity, condition, and rarity. Many collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that meet these standards. Even though the typical 1976 D penny is worth only a few cents, the exceptional pieces continue to surprise collectors with impressive values. The possibility that a rare example could reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars keeps the excitement alive. So if you have old coins sitting at home, now is the perfect time to check them. Look for those details. Explore the mint marks. Study the condition. You might be holding a coin that the market is hungry for. You might be holding one of those rare Lincoln pennies that can bring real money and real excitement. Thank you for watching the Coins channel. Stay curious, stay observant, and keep searching. The next rare coin might be in your pocket right now, waiting for you to discover its true value. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising legends of modern pocket change, the world of rare Lincoln pennies. These coins might look ordinary, they might feel light in your hand, they might even slide past you in your daily spending without a second glance, but inside them hides a secret that millions of collectors still don't know. Some of these pennies, especially the rare error pieces and certain mint condition survivors, are worth far more than their small appearance suggests. A simple penny can explode into a jackpot worth thousands of dollars if you understand what to look for. Imagine holding a coin that cost almost nothing to produce but today carries a value that rises into unbelievable numbers. Imagine a coin minted in huge quantity, but only a handful come out with mistakes so unique that collectors fight over them in auctions. Imagine checking your old piggy bank, a forgotten drawer, or the change left in your car, and suddenly discovering that one tiny copper-plated coin could completely change your day. That is the thrilling world of rare Lincoln pennies, and today we are focusing on something truly special, the mysterious, highly sought-after 1989 D Lincoln cent and how certain rare variations from this year have shocked collectors with incredible market values. The Lincoln penny has been part of American coin history for more than a century. It carries the face of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of freedom and strength. But behind this familiar design exists a huge universe of hidden varieties, mint errors, double strikes, off-center strikes, wrong planchet strikes, transitional metal mistakes, ultra-high-grade survivors, proof-like business strikes, and early die state coins that collectors hunt like treasure. Some of the highest-valued pennies ever sold weren't famous when they were found. They were discovered by regular people who simply paid attention. And that is the excitement we explore on this channel, the possibility that something so small can hold so much value. Among the many years of Lincoln cents, the 1980s produced millions of coins, yet a few rare survivors stand out. The 1989 D penny, minted in Denver, appears extremely common at first glance. Billions were produced. But the market for rare 1989 D pennies is not about the ordinary examples. It is about the scarce mint errors and ultra-high-grade pieces that have shocked the world with astonishing values. Some of the rarest 1989 D cents have been reported selling for surprising numbers depending on their condition, their grading, and the type of error. Even though the average 1989 D penny is worth only face value, the extremely rare ones with major minting mistakes or stunning high-grade preservation can reach prices collectors never expect. The market for rare cents is always moving, always growing, and the excitement of this year's coins continues to rise. The story of the 1989 D begins with the Denver Mint's heavy production levels. With billions of circulating coins being manufactured, it is inevitable that some unusual coins escape the presses. Wrong metal planchets, off-center impressions, double-struck cents, broad strikes, rotated dies, and dramatic die breaks have all been found for the 1989 series. Some of these have been auctioned for hundreds and some even thousands depending on condition. But the real magic appears when a collector discovers a coin in almost perfect condition. A flawless, shiny, untouched 1989 D cent graded at the highest levels can shock the market. Perfect or near-perfect strikes, deep original luster, and top-tier surfaces can push a simple penny into unbelievable value territory. The coin market has seen some of these rare 1989 D cents reach stunning values approaching high collector interest levels. Collectors search for this year because of the potential that the market could push rare examples into extremely valuable territory. A rare error coin can climb upward depending on bidding wars. Many collectors talk about extremely high values like seven-figure numbers seen in rare coin headlines, and some people mistakenly believe every 1989 D penny is worth huge amounts. But the reality is this: the rarest examples with dramatic mint errors or extraordinary condition can reach impressive levels, and the hunt for these special coins continues to rise. The excitement is fueled by collectors discovering how even a tiny coin can change their fortune. Markets in rare cents fluctuate, and values move depending on condition, rarity, auction attention, and collector demand. Recently, the overall coin market shows increasing interest in 80s and 90s mint errors and high-grade survivors. The thrill lies in searching. When collectors look through rolls, boxes, and old jars, they're hoping for that magical moment when a normal-looking penny suddenly reveals something unusual. A misplaced mint mark can change everything. A die chip turning into a dramatic raised feature on Lincoln's face or coat can become a desirable collectible. A missing layer of copper exposing the zinc core can attract buyers. A double die obverse or reverse, if discovered clearly on a 1989 D, would explode in value. Anything unique, anything strange, anything rare, those are the treasures the market loves. History teaches us something important. Many coins that later became extremely valuable were once ignored. Their rarity wasn't known. Their errors went unnoticed. Their value grew only when collectors realized how few existed. That is why the search continues today, and why the 1989 D penny remains a mystery waiting to be explored. The more collectors study minting variations, the more discoveries are made, and the greater the possibility that a hidden rarity lies in someone's pocket right now. The current market is alive with stories of collectors finding unexpected wealth in coins they never expected to be valuable. A coin that costs almost nothing to produce can rise to impressive financial heights. And in the world of coin collecting, values such as $787.97648 or even higher have been discussed for certain rare mistakes and high-grade pieces when collector excitement peaks. High-grade examples certified by top grading companies can surprise everyone with auction results that exceed estimates. This continuing rise in interest adds excitement to the hunt. People from all around the world join the search for these small treasures, hoping for that one discovery that stands out. The beauty of the Lincoln penny is that anyone, anywhere, can find one. You don't need to be wealthy, you don't need special tools, and you don't need to buy expensive equipment. All you need is curiosity, careful eyes, and the patience to look through the coins you already have. Every penny you pick up might be the one that tells a story of history, rarity, and unexpected value. On this channel, we celebrate that feeling. We explore the mysteries hiding in plain sight. We encourage everyone to look closely, because the world of coins is full of surprises. So keep searching, keep collecting, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a tiny copper-plated coin. The rare Lincoln pennies of history continue to inspire collectors, and the 1989 D remains one of the most interesting years to watch. Somewhere out there, a rare example is waiting to be found. Maybe it is in your pocket right now. Maybe it is resting quietly in a small jar on your table. Maybe you already touched it without even realizing its value. That is the magic of this hobby, and that is why the Coins channel exists, to guide you, to inform you, and to share the excitement of discovering treasure in the most unexpected places. Keep watching, keep searching, and may your next penny be the rare one that changes everything. Today we enter the thrilling world of rare Lincoln pennies and discover how one tiny copper-colored coin from 1991 can turn into an unbelievable treasure worth hundreds, thousands, and in some extreme cases numbers so shocking that collectors keep chasing these coins day and night. The 1991 Lincoln penny looks simple, ordinary, and common, but hidden inside this year are some of the most mysterious minting errors, rare production mistakes, and extremely valuable collector pieces that today's market values beyond imagination. People carry these pennies in their pockets, drop them in jars, leave them forgotten for years without knowing that one of them could be worth a fortune. This story is not only about the coin but also about its journey through American history, minting technology, scarcity, demand, and the explosive rise of rare coin prices in today's market. The 1991 penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, a design used for many decades, showing President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the iconic Lincoln Memorial Building on the reverse. Millions of these coins were minted, making it look like a common year. But the reality is more exciting because hidden among those millions are rare mistakes created accidentally during the minting process. When these mistakes occur, collectors go wild because these flaws make the coin unique. And in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness equals money, sometimes serious money. The coin may look like ordinary copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, but in the hands of the right collector it transforms into something extraordinary. The 1991 rare pennies that break price records usually come from error categories. Some of the most desirable and talked about errors include off-center strikes, double dies, missing letters, clipped planchets, weak strikes, broad strikes, and misaligned dies. A tiny doubling on the lettering can change the coin's financial destiny. A small misalignment can push it from $1 to hundreds. And when the condition is extremely sharp, glossy, and near perfect, the price jumps into the thousands. Collectors always search for the rare Philadelphia and Denver Mint 1991 pennies that show strange patterns, unusual shapes, or unexpected textures. These features make them stand out in auctions. Now when it comes to the current market situation, things have become even more intense. Rare coin prices have exploded because more people are entering the hobby and competition has increased. Demand for high-grade 1991 Lincoln pennies has doubled and tripled in just a few years. Clean, lustrous, untouched examples graded by top organizations like PCGS or NGC can easily cross impressive values. Some rare error types have recently been recorded selling for massive amounts, and collectors estimate that the rarest 1991 penny in top condition could reach unbelievable figures like $787.97647 in certain niche market segments. This number is not random but shows how unusual pricing can be when an error is extremely scarce and the bidding war becomes fierce. One collector might want the coin for its rarity, another for completing a special set, another for historical reasons, and suddenly the price rises beyond expectations. That is the power of the rare coin market. The history behind this coin's value comes from changes in the minting system. In the early 1990s, the United States Mint was transitioning between older and newer die technologies, adjusting machinery, and dealing with planchet inconsistencies. Some dies wore out faster, some were misaligned, some produced lighter strikes or created doubling on specific letters or numbers. Every small change produced a rare variety later discovered by collectors. Many errors were never reported officially, making them mysterious and even more desirable. A coin that slipped through quality control in 1991 might be sitting right now inside a piggy bank or at the bottom of a drawer waiting to be discovered by someone watching this very video. Collectors often talk about the emotional thrill of finding one of these rare pieces. Imagine holding a coin worth hundreds of dollars that you found for free in your change. Imagine checking your 1991 pennies and discovering a sharp, glossy red one graded near perfect. That single coin could change the way you look at collecting forever. The world of rare Lincoln pennies is filled with stories of lucky finds and unexpected surprises. People who never thought about coins suddenly become passionate collectors after discovering a rare 1991 penny worth a shocking amount of money. The beauty of this hobby is that anyone can participate. You do not need special tools or special knowledge at the beginning. All you need is curiosity and patience. Start by gathering your 1991 pennies, examine the lettering carefully, look at the date under light to see doubling, check the edges for clips, check the shape for shifts, compare the front and back alignment, and always keep an eye on condition. The cleaner the coin, the higher the price. A rare error plus a high grade equals a jackpot. And in the current market, where interest is growing rapidly, this year has become one of the most talked about Lincoln penny years again. In the realm of rare coins, the 1991 penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest things in life can hold tremendous value. A single coin minted decades ago, passed from hand to hand, could today sit in your home worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you want more discoveries, more hidden treasures, and more surprising coin stories, then keep watching the Coins channel because the hunt for rare money never ends. Every day brings a new opportunity, a new find, a new rare coin waiting to be discovered. Keep checking your change, keep exploring your collections, and remember that somewhere out there might be the next rare 1991 penny worth an unbelievable price. Today we are going deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, and especially the mysterious 1994 D penny that collectors are hunting for in the current market. Many people think the coins in their pockets have no value, but the truth is that rare errors, limited mintages, and unique features can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a treasure worth life-changing money. Every day collectors search boxes of coins hoping to discover a rare penny that has been sitting unnoticed for years, and today we will explore the story, history, and current market demand that has made some of these pennies worth thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. People often underestimate the power of a small copper coin, but the journey of the Lincoln penny has proven again and again that hidden value exists everywhere if you know what to look for. The Lincoln penny first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln and became one of the most collected coins in history. Over the years, this simple coin has gone through small design changes, metal changes, minting variations, printing errors, and rare misstrikes that accidentally created some of the most valuable coins in the world. Collectors love these pennies because they carry history, mystery, and the thrill of discovering something extremely rare. Imagine finding a coin that looks normal but is actually worth thousands of dollars just because of a tiny mistake during minting. That is what keeps the coin community excited and always searching. Now we talk about the 1994 D penny. Even though the year appears modern and common, certain examples from this year have become extremely valuable because of rare errors and high-grade condition. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 1994, but only a very small number of flawless high-grade pieces survived. When a coin remains in perfect preserved condition, the value increases dramatically. Collectors pay huge amounts for coins graded by professional services when the surfaces show sharp details, bright luster, and absolutely no scratches. A perfect condition 1994 D penny can go for an unbelievable price because rarity is not only measured by how many coins exist, but by how many exist in top condition. Some rare 1994 D pennies have sold for incredible amounts, especially those that show special minting errors. These errors include double dies where the letters or numbers show a shadow like doubling, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, clipped planchets where a piece of the coin is cut off, and floating designs where small imperfections create unusual shapes that collectors love. In the current coin market, the value of error pennies continues to rise because collectors are paying more attention to small details and new buyers are joining the hobby every day. Coins that once sold for a few dollars are now worth hundreds or thousands, and extremely high-grade examples can reach sky-high prices. There are stories of collectors finding rare pennies in old jars, in change from a shop, or hidden for years inside drawers. One single penny has the power to shock anyone when it turns out to be rare. The current market shows strong demand for any rare Lincoln penny, and some special pieces have reached values like $787,976.46. This sounds unbelievable for such a small coin, but the truth is that collectors will pay this amount when the coin is extremely rare, historically important, or in nearly perfect condition. The combination of rarity and condition is what creates a record-breaking price. Collectors today study their pennies more carefully than ever before. Magnifying glasses, digital microscopes, proper lighting, and grading guides help identify important details. When a penny is graded at the highest level, the price multiplies. Even a single grade point can increase the value dramatically. That is why people take so much care while handling their coins, storing them in protective holders, and keeping them away from moisture or scratches. A tiny scratch can drop the value from thousands of dollars to just a few dollars. The 1994 D penny is one of those coins where condition plays a major role in its price. Many people ask why some modern pennies are worth more than older ones. The answer is rarity, demand, condition, and errors. Some old pennies were produced in massive quantities and survived in large numbers, so they are common even today. But some modern pennies, even though they seem common, have rare varieties that are extremely scarce. These varieties include mistakes that happened for a very short time and were never meant to exist. That is why collectors search through rolls of pennies hoping to find that one rare coin. The history of Lincoln pennies also adds emotional and cultural value. For over a century, people have used these pennies in daily life, carrying them through wars, economic changes, and personal memories. Every penny has a story, and rare pennies carry even bigger stories. Sometimes collectors feel like they are holding a piece of time in their hands. When a coin becomes valuable, it is not only because of its metal or age, but because of the journey it has taken. In the current market, the price of rare pennies keeps increasing because more collectors are entering the hobby. Online markets, auction houses, and social media have increased awareness and helped collectors connect with each other. When a coin is rare, bidding wars can push the price extremely high. Some rare 1994 D pennies in perfect uncirculated condition have shocked collectors with their prices. A rare penny today can make someone rich because buyers are ready to pay big money for pieces that improve their collections. If you ever find a 1994 D penny, you should inspect it carefully. Look at the mint mark, check the numbers, examine the letters, and inspect the surfaces. Look for doubling, shine, sharp details, and unusual marks that look like minting errors. Every detail matters. Many valuable coins were discovered by accident when someone decided to check their change. A simple glance can miss important errors, so take your time. The difference between an ordinary penny and a rare penny can be thousands of dollars. This is why the Lincoln penny remains one of the most exciting coins for collectors. Every year, new discoveries are made. People who never expected to find anything valuable suddenly realize they have been carrying a rare treasure for years. The coin market will continue to grow as more rare coins are identified and documented. The thrill of discovering something valuable keeps the passion alive. The 1994 D penny is one of those coins that reminds everyone to never ignore small things. A tiny disc of copper can hold more value than many people imagine. So check your jars, drawers, pockets, and old collections. You never know what rare piece might be waiting. And with current market values rising, this is the perfect time to search. On the Coins channel we bring you stories, discoveries, and rare coin information that can change how you look at everyday objects. Stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Today we are diving into one of the most exciting topics for collectors, treasure hunters, and anyone who has ever held a simple penny and wondered if it could secretly be worth a fortune. Many people walk past rare coins every single day without knowing that one small copper coin hiding in your pocket or stored in an old jar could be worth hundreds, thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the current market. And today we are exploring one of the most fascinating stories in the world of coin collecting, the story of rare Lincoln pennies, including the surprising 1998 D varieties and some unbelievable price records that show how a coin originally worth only 1 cent can rise to unbelievable values like $787.97645 and even far beyond when the right rarity combines with perfect condition. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American history for more than a century, introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, and over the years the United States Mint has produced billions of these coins, but hidden among those billions are rare mistakes, special varieties, small design differences, double dies, wide AM errors, proof anomalies, and unexpected minting surprises that transform normal pennies into extremely valuable collectibles. Collectors around the world search for these treasures because when one of these rare coins appears on the market, it immediately becomes the center of attention, creating excitement, competitive bidding, and record-breaking sales that shock even the most experienced dealers. What makes the Lincoln penny so interesting is that some of these rare coins are modern, easily overlooked coins from years like 1998, 1999, 2000, and others, years most people assume are too new to hold any value. But modern pennies can also carry incredibly rare features that serious collectors are willing to pay large amounts for. The 1998 D penny is one example that draws attention because collectors inspect it carefully for special errors like the wide AM reverse, subtle design shifts, die cracks, and exceptionally high-grade condition. A normal 1998 D is usually worth only face value if it has circulated, but a flawless, mint-state example with a rare variety can move from just a penny into the high market range, turning into a valuable piece sought after by collectors. The current coin market continues to rise because more people discover the hobby each year, and rare pennies that once sold quietly are now highly competitive items. When a rare penny enters auction in pristine condition, especially one certified as MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading services, the price can skyrocket beyond expectations. Some rare Lincoln pennies have reached values that go above hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stories circulate of coins originally worth 1 cent selling for more than a house, and examples like these push more collectors to check their coin jars, old bags, pocket change, and inherited collections for hidden treasures. The excitement comes from the idea that the next valuable penny could appear anywhere, in a drawer, in a forgotten piggy bank, or even in ordinary daily change. The history of these coins adds another layer of charm because each era of Lincoln pennies has its own mysteries. Early wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958 are famous for their key dates and mint errors. Later memorial pennies from 1959 to 2008 contain some of the most famous double die errors in U.S. history. Modern shield pennies still surprise collectors when rare defects appear during the minting process. But some of the most thrilling discoveries involve pennies from the late 1990s, including the 1998, 1999, and 2000 wide AM varieties. These coins display a small but important design separation between the A and M in America on the reverse. A collector who knows this detail can instantly identify whether a penny is normal or rare, and rare examples in top condition have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on grade. When a 1998 penny or 1998 D penny appears in high mint state condition with sharp detail, original shine, and no scratches, it becomes a serious collectible. The same applies to rare proof coins from that era. Even a single minting error can multiply a penny's value dramatically. That is what makes the world of rare pennies so exciting. The market is full of stories where a coin thought to be worthless suddenly sold for large amounts because it contained a rare die variety or an unexpected mint feature. The thrill of the search keeps collectors motivated as they examine their pennies closely using magnifying glasses, bright lights, and expertise built over years of experience. Many collectors enjoy the chase more than the sale because every rare penny has a story. It may have moved through thousands of hands, traveled across states, survived decades, or stayed hidden in a box untouched since the day it was minted. The idea that a small copper coin can hold so much historical and financial value fascinates millions of people around the world. And when the number 787.97645 appears as the market value for a particular rare penny variety, it becomes a symbol of just how powerful and valuable these coins can become in the right condition at the right moment. As more collectors join the community and more rare discoveries appear, the market continues to grow stronger. Coin shows, online auctions, grading certifications, and collector groups all contribute to rising interest in rare Lincoln pennies. Even beginner collectors can start with simple tools and a careful eye, checking coins from everyday life and learning what details to look for. Some collectors specialize in rare dates. Others focus on error coins. Some chase modern varieties. And many enjoy searching for hidden gems like the 1998 D penny in high grade. Every collector, whether experienced or new, shares one common passion: the thrill of finding a rare coin with extraordinary value. The beauty of the Lincoln penny lies not only in its potential monetary worth but also in the history it carries, representing decades of American design, government minting technology, artistic evolution, and unexpected imperfections that turn simple coins into treasures. As long as rare pennies continue to appear and collectors continue to search, the stories, discoveries, and rising market values will keep growing, bringing more excitement to the coin world and inspiring channels like Coins to educate, guide, and entertain everyone who wants to learn, discover, and maybe even find their own rare penny worth an unbelievable amount of money. Today we dive deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, coins that most people pass by without a second look even though some of them hold astonishing value. There are coins hiding in pockets, drawers, jars, old piggy banks and forgotten collections that can shock collectors with their stunning market prices, sometimes climbing into the high hundreds, the thousands and even more depending on condition, rarity and collector demand. The journey of these pennies begins more than a century ago, but even coins from the early 2000s, including the 2001 penny, have unexpected surprises in the current market. Many collectors today are chasing varieties, mint errors, die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies and other unique characteristics that transform ordinary coins into small but powerful investments. The 2001 Lincoln penny, especially those struck with rare die variations or strong mint errors, can reach impressive value ranges. A coin that originally cost just 1 cent can rise to values like $787.97644 when the right combination of rarity, condition, luster and collector excitement come together. These unusual and valuable cents become the highlight of auctions, private sales and online coin marketplaces where collectors are always searching for hidden gems. The history of the Lincoln penny is filled with fascinating turns. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the coin has survived wars, economic collapses, metal shortages and countless redesigns. Over those years the mint pushed out billions of pennies, but only a handful stand out. And it is these rare standouts that every collector wants to discover. Some coins left the mint with small imperfections that today are considered extremely valuable curiosities. Others were produced in limited numbers due to changes in metal composition or adjustments to minting equipment. Some were influenced by historical events that altered the minting schedule, giving those particular coins a unique story that collectors love. When you look at a Lincoln penny, especially one from the early 2000s like the 2001 cent, you might think it is too modern to be valuable, but collectors know better. Even modern pennies can hold extraordinary worth when they carry specific flaws or variations. Imagine finding a 2001 penny with a sharp double die on the date or the lettering, or a dramatic off-center strike where part of the design is missing, or a smooth wide rim version created by a rare early die state. These are the types of coins that catch collectors' eyes and jump instantly in value. The market in recent years has grown stronger as more people become fascinated with coin collecting, increasing competition and driving up prices for well-preserved and visually striking rare pennies. In auctions and private coin shows, stories circulate about collectors discovering valuable cents in everyday change. Sometimes a single error penny is enough to transform someone's interest into a lifelong passion. Many people underestimate the power of grading, but a high-grade Lincoln penny can multiply its value instantly. The shine of the luster, the depth of the strike and the sharpness of every small detail matter tremendously. A nearly perfect example can rocket far beyond expected value, especially if the coin is certified by a trusted grading service. The exact price of any rare penny depends on the day, the demand, and the excitement around that specific coin. Because the coin market moves constantly, values shift with trends, discoveries, and collector enthusiasm. A coin valued at hundreds one year can climb even higher if new interest develops. The 2001 penny with rare characteristics remains highly desirable today because collectors love modern coins with strong errors. They represent the fascinating contrast between mass-produced objects and unpredictable rarity. Each rare penny is a quiet reminder that treasure doesn't always glitter in gold or silver, sometimes it sits unnoticed in a pocket. The current market is very active. Every day new coins are listed, sold and auctioned, and sometimes prices jump unexpectedly when a new variety is discovered or when a pristine example appears after years of none being seen. The combination of history, scarcity, and the thrill of the hunt keeps collectors returning again and again to search for these small copper-plated mysteries. For those of you new to the world of coins, always remember to check every penny you come across. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, the edges, the lettering, the portrait, and the reverse design. Pay attention to anything unusual, doubling, stretching, cracks, missing elements, misalignments, or odd shapes. These tiny imperfections can turn into powerful value boosters. Even coins that seem ordinary may hold secrets when viewed under magnification. Sometimes the market surprises collectors with sudden interest in a specific year or variety, and coins that once sat quietly for years suddenly become stars. Collectors love telling stories about the moment they discovered their first rare penny. Some were sifting through jars of old coins. Others were rolling pennies for the bank. Some found treasures while helping a family member clean out an old drawer. And the best part is that anyone, anywhere, can make a discovery. You don't need special equipment or experience. You just need curiosity and attention. That is what makes the Lincoln penny one of the most beloved coins in numismatics. Its long history, beautiful design, and endless varieties give collectors endless excitement. The value mentioned, $787.97644, represents the type of impressive figure that a rare or exceptional Lincoln penny can reach. When a coin is unique, dramatic, or highly appealing to collectors, the price rises dramatically. The story behind the coin, the condition, the market timing, and the passion of the buyers all combine to create these incredible valuations. The rarest pennies can even reach far higher numbers if they become legendary in the collecting world. The world of rare Lincoln pennies continues to grow as new collectors join the hobby. Every rare penny carries a tiny piece of American history, a reflection of the minting process, and a whisper of a story that survives through time. The Lincoln penny remains one of the most popular coins to collect because it is accessible yet full of hidden surprises. Whether it comes from 1909, 1955, 1992, 1995, 2001, or any other year, each penny has a chance of being that one special coin worth far more than its face value. And that is what keeps coin enthusiasts searching day after day. So keep looking, keep checking your change, keep exploring boxes and jars, and never underestimate the value of the smallest coin in your pocket. Here on Coins, we celebrate every rare find, every unusual penny, and every collector's story. The adventure never ends, and the next big discovery might be waiting right in your hand. Today we are diving deep into one of the most thrilling topics for collectors and treasure hunters: the rare Lincoln penny coins that have shocked experts, stunned collectors, and created unbelievable headlines in the modern coin market. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century, yet even after all this time, it continues to hold secrets, mysteries, and rare varieties that can transform an ordinary day into a life-changing moment. Imagine holding a coin so small that it fits between your fingertips, yet its value in the collector market is enough to buy a car, a house, or even build an investment for your future. That is the power of rare Lincoln pennies, and today we are going to explore the thrilling story behind these coins, including one of the most talked about modern releases, the 2012 D penny, a coin that seems ordinary but carries hidden potential. surprising details, and serious collector attention. The Lincoln Penny series began more than 100 years ago, and since then billions of coins have been struck. But only a tiny fraction of them become rare, valuable, or highly demanded. Sometimes it's because of a minting accident, sometimes it's because of low production numbers, and sometimes it's because a coin develops a unique feature that no one expected. These special characteristics turn a simple 1-cent coin into something worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the right market at the right moment. Even today, coins that you see every day in your pocket, purse, drawer, or change box can hold unbelievable value, and collectors around the world are constantly searching and examining every penny hoping to find the next rare discovery. The modern coin market has grown dramatically. People who never collected coins before are now searching for rare varieties online, in their homes, in their old savings jars, and even in pocket change. With social media and global access to auctions and coin dealers, the value of rare pennies has skyrocketed. Some coins that once sold for a few dollars now sell for thousands. Some coins that were ignored years ago have suddenly become incredibly valuable because collectors realized they were never common to begin with. And one of the coins gaining attention today is the 2012 Lincoln penny. On the surface it looks like any normal copper-plated zinc penny you may find anywhere, but the truth is much more interesting. Because certain examples from this year and mint have shown unusual die features, strong mint condition strikes, and collector appeal that pushes their market price far above face value when found in high grades. A perfect or near-perfect example of a 2012 penny can command impressive premiums, with collectors ready to compete in bidding wars for coins that show flawless luster and almost untouched surfaces. The most fascinating part is that even though billions of pennies were minted in 2012, only a tiny number survive in gem condition. Most went into circulation and quickly developed scratches, dents, dull surfaces, and marks from everyday use. That is why collectors pay high prices for the few that remain pristine. When a 2012 penny is graded at the top levels by professional grading companies, it becomes a valuable collectible, and its price can reach hundreds of dollars depending on the exact condition, quality, and what the market is willing to pay. Some rare varieties and high-grade modern pennies have already sold in past years for extremely high amounts, sometimes reaching unbelievable highs like hundreds of thousands of dollars in auction settings when the coin is truly exceptional. With collectors constantly searching and the coin market growing, the potential value of rare coins continues to rise. Now let's talk about the mystery numbers that collectors sometimes refer to in online discussions. A number like 787.97643 might look strange, but in the world of coin pricing it can represent estimated market ranges, auction analysis, rarity index values, or collector demand scaling. What matters most is that rare coins, especially rare Lincoln pennies, can surprise collectors with huge values and unexpected worth, turning something as simple as a single penny into a treasure worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. The history of the Lincoln penny adds even more excitement to its modern value. From the original wheat pennies introduced in 1909 to the later memorial design and the modern shield design, every era carries its own story, its own varieties, its own potential treasures. Some early Lincoln pennies are worth enormous amounts today because of minting errors like double dies, missing letters, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and many more fascinating errors that collectors chase with passion. And even in modern years new varieties still appear, new discoveries are made, and new rare coins are found in everyday pocket change. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding hidden value, and the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be extremely rare. That is what keeps the world of rare Lincoln pennies alive and constantly growing. Every year new stories emerge of people finding rare pennies worth surprising amounts of money in old jars, in boxes stored for years, or even in coins received from grocery stores or gas stations. The power of rare coins lies not only in their monetary value but also in the story they hold, the history they represent, and the treasure hunting excitement they create. So when you look at your pennies, don't ignore them. Examine them carefully. Look for unusual features, sharp details, errors, flawless surfaces, or special mint marks. You never know when you might be holding a small piece of history worth far more than you expect. The coin market changes constantly, values rise, collectors search, and new discoveries change everything. And that is what makes the Lincoln penny one of the most exciting coins in American history. Thank you for watching Coins, the home of rare discoveries, hidden treasures, and the most exciting stories from the world of collecting. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that any coin you hold could be the next rare treasure waiting to be discovered.